Hey guys, welcome back to day 3. Again, I'm Mr. Troy. Today we're going to talk about a foundation of worth. What's worth mean to you guys? Like, you go try to sell your bike, what's it worth to you? It may be more expensive to you because you paid a lot of money for it than to someone else who wants it as a second-hand hand-me-down or wants to buy it from you. Now, the opposite could be true if it's something that's rare. Like, it could be worth a lot more to someone else than it is to you. Like some old video games, old dolls, things could have a lot more value as they get older. Or things could be a lot less as they get older. It depends on what the demand is for it. So Jesus prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. He went first and prayed and said, God, please, is there anything else I can do? But he also believed that, hey, this is my faith, and God, I will do it. I know this is what I'm here for. Can't blame someone for trying, I guess. But Jesus knew exactly what he was doing because of the worth. We were worth it. So he went back and saw that his followers fell asleep. And he's like, dude, wake up. I need you to pray for them. Can you stay awake an hour and pray? And so he went back and prayed again. This time he came back, they fell asleep again. He's like, hey, yo, pray. Come on, let's go. Pay attention. Stop falling asleep. And then he came back, or he went and prayed, and he came back a third time. Guess what they were doing a third time? That's right. They fell asleep again. This time he woke them up and said, all right, everyone up, come with me. You're coming with me. For he knew his time was over. He knew he was about to be arrested. He knew he was about to endure the hardest thing in his life. God asked him to do what none of us would be willing to do. But he did it because we were worth it, guys. He did it because he loved us. He chose to love us. Did we deserve it? No. He chose simply because he loved us. He wants us to be with him again. He decided he wanted to go through with the execution of being beaten, humiliated, having his wrist and his hands bound to a cross and then nailed there because he chose to love us. Because we were worth it, guys. Remember, guys, Jesus was sitting there in the garden praying. What would you guys be like knowing that I'm going to die? Or are you going to pray to God and be like, God, save me. Please save me. Do anything you want. Just save me. Jesus wasn't like that. He just prayed that they would take what he's been building and keep moving on with it. Because they were worth him dying for. They were worth everything that he did, so that he would die for our sins, so we could be with him and God once again, guys. He was here praying. Just think about how that is. He knows exactly what's going to happen. He's going to know about the spikes through his hands or wrist. He knows about the spikes through his ankles or his shins. He knows that he's going to have a crown of thorns bashed into his head. He knows he's going to have his side pierced. He knows that he's going to be humiliated and mocked and whipped and have the skin torn off his back because of who he is. He knows all this is going to happen. And yet, he still prayed for us, guys. He prayed so that we can be with him. He knew what the cost was, and he said we were worth it, guys. Do we ever feel like we're worth anything? Do we ever feel like we are worth a lot to our parents, or worth a lot to our family, or friends, or boyfriends, girlfriends? Is it crazy to think that I think I mean a lot to my family? I think my worth is a lot. And sometimes you may think your worth is not much. But Jesus died for us, guys. That proves to you what your worth is. One man died for us so we could spend eternity in heaven with him, guys. One man died because we are worth it. Each and every one of us is worth it. Whether you have a self-inflated sense of ego, I am the greatest person around here, everybody wants to be my friend, or you have a deflated sense of ego, or a sense of worth saying, you know what, this world doesn't, no one will miss me, no one cares about me, I am absolutely worthless. No one will even shed a tear if I'm God. Just remember, God created each and every one of us in his image. God created each and every one of us just like him. And then he sent his one son, his only son, who was here in the garden praying in Gethsemane, praying that we are worth it. Saying to God, I know they are worth it. Let them keep going. Let them keep coming closer to you. Let them accept us, Lord. Let them accept me so that we can all be together, because we are worth it. You are worth it, guys. Remember, as he was praying there, he wanted us to accept him so that way we can be together again, all of us, because he doesn't want us separated from God anymore, because he was able to take the sins on that cross. We are now being closer to God than we ever were before, guys. It's your choice to accept him. And I can't think of a better decision than right now than to say, God, I fully believe in you. I fully accept you with all my heart. I want to be with you. I want my family, my friends, everyone I know to love you, God, to accept you. So that way we can all be together. That we can all be there and when this whole world goes away, because we were worth it, because I was worth it, because you're worth it. Thanks.